Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot Readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I sincerely apologize for how late I am today. Just lots of different things hit all at once. I apologize. I will endeavor to do better in the future. So, but I'm here 365 days of the year. And let me I'll pull this up. Here we go. Welcome. I am here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. If you're watching this on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there, and I timestamp them as I go. And we have milestone drawings. There's a Patreon Tarot social once a month coming up on the 29th. If you become a member, you can just click the join button below, and there are special emojis for members. There are new ones for October. And yeah, so let me just jump right into the questions since I'm running late today. Okay, Ricky says, and the star of the show, the inspiration behind the mystery of who shot J.R. Ewing. Booze and Kitty. Booze and Kitty, if you see this lump back here moving, that's him. Earlier on, we were relaxing. Well, no, he was relaxing. I was working, but on the great share of happiness there, which is one of the emojis, by the way. The great share of happiness is one of the emojis. So, who shot J.R. Ewing? I just remember at the time that was such a huge thing, but I didn't really. Sherry H says, I won a $50 pot on who shot J.R. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. Oh, hello, Aiden. Aiden's here from Aiden Reads Tarot. One of the nicest human beings ever. So, okay, thank you, guys. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the compliments. Oh, and I want to thank Tish. Thank you, Tish, for the nails. These are so beautiful. I so love these. Aren't they amazing? Thank you. All right, so 3 minutes in. I've got a bunch of questions. Some are grouped together by topic, some are random. So we're going to be all over the place today. But we're starting with, some days I'm horrified by dim Trump. But sometimes, you know what? I'm done with it. I'm just like, I'm so sick of your cruelty and stupidity and what have you. But so I'm wondering, Morning Joe Scarborough, Morning Joe on MSNBC, claims Trump is trying to get Mitch McConnell killed. Because Trump, Truth, tweeted whatever the other day and said for McConnell supporting Democratic spending that McConnell has a death wish, which from anybody else you could say is just an expression, but it's not like no one around Trump has ever been singled out for violence, hang Mike, etc. So but my question is, just want to know, just straight up, is that what he actually wants? The more I hear about Trump, the more I'm just, I keep hearing more and more, and I keep my inclination is to give people this one piece of hair is driving me crazy. What are you doing? Why are you not working? You have friends. Go hang out with your friends. Be nice. Be nice. Like dealing with cats. Your brothers, get along. Get along. Got each other for life. All right. Does he really want McConnell? Holly and Friends. He wrote it in all caps. Exactly. Where are you? I'm picking up on the panic. My least favorite times reading on Trump is when I pick up on his. Basically, the bad times reading on Trump is when he's in fantasy mode, because his fantasy is just gross. This is not. I don't. Some people are saying, well, he's losing his grip. He has dementia. He's. But I don't know. I really think this is the narcissism. He is feeling more and more trapped, and he will, there reaches a point where they start to decompress. So lock them up, projecting, because he's afraid he's going to get locked up. I'm picking up on a lot of panic. Good. I mean, panic like when you took children away from out of their mother's arms. That kind of panic. 5 of Pentacles, King of Wands, 8 of Wands, 6 of Cups, Judgment. He's just a guy. Presidents are not kings, and plaintiff is not president. Trump is about to just lose all of his money, all of that, all of the things he's done coming home to roost. Meanwhile, the country's moving on without him. Yes, we're having problems with inflation, but unemployment's down. The economy looks like it will recover given time. We're moving on without him. Life goes on without you. He's just panicked. He is just panicked and panicked and panicked. And someone who is this cruel and awful, they don't, it's not decompress. What's the word I'm looking for? Decompress, decompensate. Isn't it decompensate? Isn't that when they just start? Ugh. Kathy Delisle says, I'm expecting a psychotic breakdown in the next few weeks, maybe after the election. Ricky, yes, he is a blowhard ignoramus. He is that too. Yes. Yes, he is. Legal decisions. 4 of Swords, World card, King of Cups. You have no one else to run to or hide behind. You found Judge Loose Cannon, but she's not in charge of the whole situation. You have nobody else. You are going to have to face real justice where you're not going to get away with things. He's panicking. I'm not getting murderous as in he's going to plot and plan something. I'm getting he's panicking. And I normally really have sympathy for people who are panicking. I have real empathy for people who are panicking, but he's so cruel and awful and tried to destroy democracy, and he hurt kids, and he hurt so many people that, okay, oh well, bye-bye now. Okay, all right, speaking of the crazy, at 10:30 here, Arizona governor candidate Kari Lake, she's a pip. She has a staffer. Okay, the staffer was just indicted for drug trafficking and a murder for hire plot against an FBI agent. Okay, let's go through that a little slower. Arizona governor candidate Kari Lake has a staffer who was just indicted for drug trafficking. Okay, all right. And a murder for hire plot. Okay, against an FBI agent. Okay. How will this affect her campaign? Oh my gosh. Joanne Smith says this gets better and better. Kathy Rollins says, why am I not surprised at this? Murder for hire plot against an FBI agent. At that point, we've moved past stupid. We've moved into I can't wrap my head around that kind of crazy. Two of Wands. Communications. Yeah, you better spin this one. Six of Cups. Nine of Cups. The Sun. Ace of Cups. The Seven of Swords. How is Kari Lake doing? This does not look good. This is not a good sun card. This is nastiness. The sun shining down and illuminating the situation. These three cards here, these are very, very strong Democratic cards. Very strong. Votes locked up. Getting together, supporting each other, lovely energy, taking the initiative, and everything about her being and everything around her being coming out in the bright light of day. And it ends with the Thief card. So Kathy Rollins says she's being revealed as the liar and thief that she is. Yeah. Just having a look. Scott is saying it sounds hopeful. Oh, that was my stomach growling. I woke up really early and it's been a while since breakfast. Kari Lake, what are your poll numbers like? Kari Lake. Poll numbers. 538. All right, let's have a look. Let's us come with me. Come with me. Let's look at the poll numbers, shall we? Okay, latest polls. For Senator, House, and Governor, Arizona. Who's ahead in the Arizona governor's race? Oh boy. Well, first of all, take this with a grain of salt, but that's really tight. Why is that? Yikes. And election day's right here. It's not very far off. Whew. All right. Well, all right. Well, now we know. But do not ask me how that's the case. All right, stop screen. Lullaby says there's lots of MAGA in Arizona. Oh no, I understand that, but that does not bode well for her. These cards bode very, very well for Hobbs, I believe she's running against. So, true, Mel. Arizona is a pretty red state. Kari Lake has a chance. Yeah. I'm sorry about the sirens. Bless. Bless. Ooh, it's a fire truck. P. Killblade says, I hear sirens. Did Trump get arrested? I hope. Kevin, I agree. Landline polls are iffy. Yeah, but we'll see. Now says, look at that thief card. That says it all, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Yep. Please vote. Please vote. Oh, please vote. Please vote. All right, so let's move on to New York Attorney General Tish James at 17 minutes in. All right, 17 minutes in. New York Attorney General James scored another victory in her green light to continue not only seeking heavy penalties from the NRA, but millions in back pay from its CEO, Wayne LaPierre. How will this go? So, Tish James versus the NRA. Oh, there's some nasty. I feel like it's on the edge of the one side of my third eye or whatever it is. Like, ew, NRA energy is vile. Ugh. Darren says boo-boos and kitties out like a light. Yes. Yeah, he's in there. For a second there, it's like, did he move? No. Tish James versus the NRA. I think I know who we're rooting for. And she just won yet another victory. Oh, did you hear about Mike Lindell? Do I have a Mike Lindell question here? I think I do. Hang on. Oh, that's not where it should be. Sorry. Quick look. Yep, I do have a Mike Lindell question. Okay. King of Pentacles. Oh, Wayne LaPierre. Oh, them with all of their Russian money. Oh, look, there's a thief card. That's where it starts. Ace of Pentacles, stealing big money. Big money. Page of Wands. Page of Cups. Emperor. Do not underestimate the Democrats and the people coming after this far right garbage. You underestimate them at your peril, because this is these two cards together. This is either like a beginning of something material, like if you start a business, if you are giving a gift or something. But it can also be just a huge chunk of monies, of wealth, as in if that was a real piece of gold and you could hold in your hand. That was that size. It's a lot of money. This next to thief card, this isn't just thief. This is stealing big money. And This is the card of communication, which is the messages, which is the evidence. You underestimate Letitia James and the Emperor here. Oh, we're the NRA. We are, you cannot quit. For so long, they were this huge force. Nope, not against an attorney general who isn't corrupt. Oh, we'll get to Lindell. Oh, we shall. But NRA. Chariot. Justice. 3 of Swords. 2 of Cups. Big old major arcana justice card, which is what the NRA is facing. It's the NRA versus New York Attorney General Letitia James. This is legal swords through the heart, but this is Letitia James working with others, getting information. So this is good for her side. This is the justice card. This is good for Letitia James' side, and this is the swords through the heart. And the card for the reading is the Chariot. The NRA wishes they were the Chariot. They want to be the big, showy, look at us. We really are what's important. We are really law enforcement, that kind of mentality of, well, we have the guns. No, you have corruption. You have theft. Yeah, it's not looking good. And right underneath that was the Wheel of Fortunes. It's not looking good for the NRA. Good. Oh, Lady Eva saying this couldn't happen to a nicer crowd. I hear you. All right, let's read on. I've got a question on Putin. I've got Zelensky, and I've got a question on Liz Truss in the UK. And then we go back to Gaetz. Then we go, we're coming back to the States. Gaetz, the federal hurricane relief, with Florida politicians voting against hurricane relief. Okay, anyway. Where are we going to go? Oh no, I do have some other questions here first. 2315. Oh, this. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that because it'll be a nice question. We'll need about halfway through. 2330. 2330. Okay. Fox News. Fox News is pushing McCarthy to support defunding the FBI if the GOP gets control of the House. Will he become Speaker of the House? 3 cards. And then will he listen? Will he work to defund the FBI? But we're the law and order party. McCarthy. He's so nothing. Every time I read on him, I get the same thing. If we were not living in basically a racist patriarchy, he would be nobody. No, nobody. If we really were an equal society, Exactly, Lullabelle. Their law, their order. So, McCarthy, are you going to be Speaker of the House? Yeah. And will you work to defund the FBI? That makes my whole head hurt. Like, my jaw hurts and, like, pain up the sides of my head at the thought of that. Geek Hillbilly says, wonder of wonders, Trumpers are burning their Trump signs and flags. Really? What happened? McCarthy, not looking good for McCarthy. I got a big old death card. Yeah, okay. Will McCarthy be Speaker of the House? Two of Pentacles, not an auspicious beginning. Star. Ace of Pentacles. I have been getting that the Democrats will retain control of the House and the Senate. But I wonder if that means that McCarthy, if the Republicans are going to pick up some seats in the House. Don't forget, please never forget, McCarthy said that when he gets the gavel from Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, it's going to be hard for me not to hit her with it. Never forget that. King of Wands, yes, aren't you big and important? Empress, Three of Pentacles, Hermit. No, that's a big no. They're expecting, they're convinced that Republicans are going to do so well in the midterms, but the reality is they've taken away women's rights. And their plans are just more draconian and Handmaid's Tale. And they end up more isolated. Okay, well, I like that. All right. Defund the FBI. Four of Cups, Ace of Wands, Strength. No, because there are going to be more women in charge. They want the FBI to just go after the people they want them to go after. They want to change how things are done, but ultimately, no, I am definitely getting women. Republicans, you have done messed up. Rovember. Lady Eva says, this is why I said Democrats are going to lay waste to the GOP this year. Okay. Julie Robinette says, we are women, hear us roar. In numbers too big to ignore. Kelly says, marked decrease in Trump flags around her. All right, so I feel like I should read. Let's see if we can find out more about who's going to control the House of Representatives. 2930. Just being drawn to that. 2930. Who is going to be in control of the House of Representatives in 2023. House of Representatives. Kanye says, "Let the self-destruction begin." Well, they already did it. It's got SCOTUS written all over it. All right, but all politics is local, they say. Who is going to be in control of Congress 2023? Oh, by the way, I completely forgot. This evening, on Sienna Rose's channel, Lena Rodriguez is having her tarot deck reveal party, and groups of us we're like slotted in for certain times, and I'll double check my email before I go, but it's either, I think it's 7:30 Central Time, 8:30 Eastern Time. I'm going to be on with some others, with 3 others, for half an hour with Lena and Sienna and what have you. So looking forward to that. All right, who's going to control the House? House of Representatives 2023. I've got women's energy, Democratic women's energy. 4 of Swords. 2 of Cups. 7 of Cups. Star. Page of Swords. Tower. The bullies lose power. The bullies collapse. Democrats gain power, work together. Although what they do, there's a lot of misinformation being believed. We need to get the poison out of the well. And these male bullies on the right, they're going to get their comeuppance. As a matter of fact, there's going to be a marked drop in who votes for anti-women believers. They're not even pro-life. They're anti-women. Anti-women legislators. It's going to be very cold and lonely over there. Good. Ugh. Okay. So at 33 minutes in, let's look at Putin. Yeeks. 33. So Vlad just announced the illegal annexation of Ukrainian territories. Now, keep in mind, the Ukrainians just took over a city that Putin says he just annexed. Whoopsies. Kind of slipped through your fingers there. But the Putin announced the illegal annexation of Ukrainian territories in a speech that was about as far right as one could get. CNN noted the rest of the world won't stand for this escalation. What will happen? Ukraine's going to kick their rear ends? Yeah. The mothers of Russia are not happy. Again, patriarchies, authoritarianism, you're trying to take things away from your women. You're trying to, that's not going to end well. Not going to end well. We're not, may have less power, but we're not the minority. Deal with it. I agree, Lady Eva. Don't mess with Ukraine, Vlad. Oh, thank you, Oyster Diva. Thank you. That's very sweet. All right, 4 of... Ugh. I saw that speech, or part of that speech, that Putin was giving, and the audience, and all the important people were listening to him. They looked miserable. They were not happy. They just sat there and stared and clapped and then stared. King of Cups, Page of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, Queen of Wands. He's running out of money. To some extent, it's a proxy, from his perspective, it's a proxy war with the U.S. And the U.S. we've got deep pockets when it comes to our weaponry. So he thinks he's sitting pretty with his billion-dollar houses. And apparently one of his houses is worth $1 billion. Ill-gotten gains. But this is Biden and the money coming from America, whereas Russia is running out of money. Putin got himself into this mess, and he's desperately clinging, and the words I'm getting are clinging to power. Man. Mel says Putin's Dasha near Sochi is the $1 billion home. I believe it was it Navalny who was publicizing information about that before he was, which time was he poisoned or they tried to kill him? Lucky Girl's here. Thank you. Tonight on Sienna and Lena Rodriguez, they are having their new tarot deck launch at 7 p.m. Central. Here's the link to Sienna's channel. Thank you. I believe I'm on from 7:30 to 8. So I ordered a copy. I pre-ordered. I haven't received it yet though. But I ordered it as soon as I could. Heard about it. Went to buy. So 6 of Pentacles. His people are not faring well. Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands, 8 of Wands, Queen of Swords, 9 of... Ukraine is bringing the sword of truth. It's our country. Get out. No. We're going to fight you. Look at all the stuff we're throwing at you. Everything in the kitchen sink. We don't care. Get out of our country. But we're Russia and we're supposed to win and that's not fair. Get out of Ukraine. Yeah. All right. Trillium Tarot had a question at 39 minutes in. 39. Zelensky says Ukraine is applying for NATO membership under an accelerated procedure. Will they be successful? Will Ukraine be successful in applying for NATO membership under an accelerated procedure? Bless you. Bless Ukraine. Will they? They're in the middle of a war. This isn't even, unfortunately, this isn't even a card of, oh no, what's going to happen? No, this is what's happening. What's been happening. 2 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. This is a whole bunch of NATO members saying, come on. Communicating You better not join NATO. You better not join NATO. They've got great resources in their country. Just one of the many reasons Putin wants to take as much of it as he can. They have great resources, and here, you'll run into things like Turkey and what have you, but yeah, it looks positive. But I think there's something in the NATO, the way that's set up, that you can't actually join if you're in the middle of a war or something like that. So I'm so glad you're here, lucky girl. Thank you. And thank you so much for being here, everybody. Thank you. Kathy Rollins says, expect some pushback from Hungary and Turkey. Yeah. I think it's a given. 8 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. Strength. Again, 9 of Cups. Russia's trying to work their deviousness, but that's Ukraine joining NATO. So will it have anything that will lessen or take the power out of this war? 6 of Cups, going back to life, rebuilding. Hermit. 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. Putin has money, but his Russian economy it feels like it is collapsing. I mean, Putin doesn't care, but what's going to end the war is Russia's economy cratering. Putin. Actually, let's point of privilege. Let's ask on that. 40-30. What will end the Russia-Ukraine war? I put Russia first because they started it. Ricky's saying all the nuclear saber talk scares me. Saber rattling. I have yet to pick up on Putin actually going through with that. So we'll end the Russia-Ukrainian war. The dancing in the streets in Ukraine after this would be wonderful. Wheel of Fortune. 9 of Wands. King of Pentacles. Chariot. Bogged down. The tanks bogged down. The Russian military is a mess. Putin thinking he can just wave a magic wand and make none of this. This is the lie. This is the big lie for Putin. Probably the biggest lie. Well, the cruelest lie is that Russia somehow owns Ukraine. No. That Ukraine doesn't have their own identity. Wrong. Ukraine very much has their own identity. But the big lie is that the Russian military is strong. That they are this big unstoppable force. Putin, he's got his money. He is fine. But you cannot gut a nation and live in $1 billion home and do all of this and do stupid stuff trying to invade your neighbors and be successful at it. I mean, that's basic kind of stuff. So, all right. So, B. Smith had a question. Okay, 4530. Right here, 4530. Could you look at the British mini budget or how Liz Truss's political fortunes will fare? Tory political conference this weekend. This last weekend. Some Tories boycotting, also railing postal strikes this week. Major anxiety over pension fund security in the UK as a result of the mini budget. Well, let me focus on Liz Truss. I don't think I've read on her yet. Have I? I may have briefly. Remember something briefly, but Liz Truss. I don't understand how these people can be so blind. It should just be stuck in the 80s. It's going to trickle down economics, basically, and conservative, small government, blah, 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 blah. And they really think that that's going to supercharge things, that somehow, despite all the decades of evidence that doesn't work, no, this is going to do it. Ace of Wands. Yeah, far right. Oh, thank you, Callie. Thank you, Callie J. All right, Eight of Swords, Knight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and Four of Swords. This does not bode well. If you came to me for personal reading and you're like, hey, I'm a politician, and there's all this great stuff I want to get done. Okay, well, it's starting out with, are you feeling hemmed in? And yeah, there'll be lots of people coming against you. You might want to give more to the people. You might want to think this through for what's actually going to help the people themselves. But this does not bode well. This is your plans not working. No. I would, if you came to me for a personal reading, and I'd be like, back to the drawing board, perhaps. Focus on helping people, not help the companies, which will, or privatize this and that, which will, or whatever other thing she's trying to do. Rethink, help the people, or you're dead in the water. Legislatively, or rather with power, politically, whatever it is, you're dead in the water. So I don't know all the details of what's going on over there. I don't know what the mini budget is, but this is saying care for people. So Tigress is a Six of Pentacles, a card of breadcrumbing. Yeah. Okay. So if you are a Republican, chances are you're not watching this. So I don't expect anyone to be listening who needs to hear this, but anybody who needs to hear this, you vote for Republicans at your own peril. You shoot yourself in the foot every time you vote for Republicans. So at 50 minutes in, there was a tweet from Occupy Democrats. Breaking, Representative Matt Gaetz shamelessly demands additional funds from Congress to help Florida recover from Hurricane Ian, even though he voted against federal funding last week that freed up $18.8 billion in disaster aid. No, don't help people. Oh, except me? Oh, definitely help me. Give me lots of money. But no, not them. Just me. There was some more. Electra Storm was saying the GOP in both the House and the Senate voted no to federal hurricane relief funds to Florida. Florida Senator Marco Rubio was absent, didn't even vote. Will the voters in Florida finally vote Democratic? And there was also a tweet, when the Senate needed to vote on giving FEMA emergency funding last week, after Hurricane Ian devastated Southwest Florida, the state's 2 Republican senators voted this way. Rick Scott of Naples voted no. Marco Rubio didn't even bother to show up. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, people of Florida. You're still voting for these people, huh? Julie Robinette is saying Rubio has been absent on something like 85% of the votes. Oh, yes, far right. Yeah. Strength. 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. Florida's not in good shape. And you don't need me to tell you that, but that's these cards together, that's not good. And there would be legislation to help, but there's a big bully. Florida, you guys will pull yourself together. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. It'll just take a while, but you need help. This is sickness. This is lack of power, lack of water. This is financial devastation. And this is bullies not helping you. Legislation, nah, bullies, no. Mine. All that money, mine. Wow. So, Gaetz, people still gonna vote for you? Wasn't there, I heard this, I don't know if it's true. I heard that Matt Gaetz, he does these teleconferences sometimes. He did one and 6 people showed up. Is that true? Chariots. That was a big hurricane. Big chaotic force of nature. 10 of Swords. Devil. Moon. It's bad. There will be some people who stay and they will be looking for someone to blame. Climate deniers. People who aren't helping their representatives who are saying no. It's just nuts. And some people are just going to leave the state for good. But there are going to be lots of people in Florida who are going to be not happy. Tigress is asking, have they blamed the hurricane on trans folks yet? Exactly. Marie Sutton is saying now they want money so they can divert it to themselves. That's a possibility. Darren says Hollywood needs to remake Christmas Carol with 45 as Scrooge. But at the end, Scrooge grows growth. It shows growth. And that's not going to happen. So, all right, 5530. Lindell. I've been waiting for this. Mike Lindell, who I for a long time just thought of as a bumbling idiot, but no, he's actively corrosive. He's actively corrosive. So anyway, Mike Lindell, you know how Dominion voting machines have gone after people for lots and lots of money for knocking their product? Trumper Mike Lindell is hit with more devastating news as the U.S. Supreme Court denies his attempt to have the massive $1.3 billion lawsuit against him over his pushing of Trump's lie thrown out. And the U.S. Supreme Court said, nah. $1.3 billion. What's going to happen with Lindell? Lady Eva, time for pillow talk. Fun, fun, fun. Is Lindell going to be a pauper? Insult to injury. Kind of hard to tell which side that is. That they were insulted and injured, their business was, or the people on the right who are pretty much walking insult and injury, adding insult to injury. Knight of Swords, that's aggressive legal maneuvering. Three of Cups, Two of Wands, Queen of Swords, Chariot. It's going forward. This is the legal case going forward. Lindell, his communications are out there. What he said, it's right there. So it's going forward, and get out your popcorn. Get out your popcorn. It's going to be big. As a matter of fact, with that Chariot there, it makes me wonder, is Lindell going to lose everything? Is Lindell going to lose everything? And you know, so many of those people, the hangers-on around him, are not going to stick around when he's not pouring money on them. That's lack of money. Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Magician. Well, he's in his mind, he thinks he's doing the right thing. You're not. This is financially things getting bad. He thinks that he's a business person, therefore he'll just come up with other ways to make money. But it doesn't, you don't end up rich again if you are paying that legal settlement off for all the money you're bringing in, if so much of it is going, over there. Okay. Six of Swords. Lindell, I wonder, is Lindell in any... Well, I guess he is in potentially criminal trouble, considering they took his phone away. The FBI took his phone away outside of Hardee's, in a Hardee's drive-thru. Nine of Swords, King of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. The worry, what he's coming to a major turning point in his life. Major. And there's some criminal liability here. There's big change coming to him. So I'm not getting any more than that on it, but things are not going to continue the way they've been going for him. It just won't. He thinks he'll just keep, and that's the other thing. He's going to go out and he's still going to keep running his mouth, and that can get him into even more trouble. Here, let me choose one of the many, many, many things that are burdening me down and destroying my life, and let me go parade that out there in front of law enforcement, people who could take me to court. Yeah, he's not going to change his behavior for quite some time, but the course he's on is totally unsustainable. So, and my money is on Dominion. Then again, if what I think is going to happen is going to happen, his money's going to be on Dominion too. It's going to be all going to Dominion. Oh, that's right, Trillium Tarot. DOJ seized Mike Lindell's phone to search for evidence of identity theft and computer crimes. That's right. Now I remember. It was the woman, he gave a ride on the aircraft out of state to a woman who was wanted for allowing election interference. So anyway. All right. Well, now, Trumpy 102. Trump is begging for money. Trump is begging for money, even as Floridians and those in South Carolina don't have power. Is this helping to turn people away from Trump? Yes, please. If they have any sense. Yeah, Kelly, so much criming. Mm-hmm. Yes. So very much criming. So, Trump begging for money. He's in desperate straits. I wonder when they're going to shut the doors on Truth Social, because then he won't have anywhere. He won't have Twitter. He won't have Truth Social. They aren't paying their vendors. They aren't paying for the servers. They're going to get cut off. And then So, is Trump begging for money, turning off voters? And they absolutely, if you give money to any politician, on any Republican politician, they will absolutely sell your information, and you will be bombarded by other politicians too. Plus the bombardment from the original, especially Trump. Queen of Swords. The storm is just barely moved on. And Trump's like, oh, woe is me, I need money. You need money. King of Cups. Death card. Four of Wands. I'm waiting for Trump to say, I stayed here with you. I was one of you. Is there a bunker under Mar-a-Lago? Bunker boy? The person actually trying to help Florida is Joe Biden and his administration. There's a huge mess in Florida. Trump was at Mar-a-Lago. There's so much disappointment and devastation. Things are changing. You know, after a big traumatic situation like this, where, you know, your house was, here's a video of your house floating down the street in entirety. You're like, we can't just keep going on the way we've been. There has to be change. Geek Hillbilly says that isn't going to take long. Their hosting service is about to pull the plug on them for non-payment. Okay. Ranson says, actually, there are 3 bomb shelters there. Oh, okay. Brave Sir Dimmy ran away. Dimmy Trump bravely ran away. Okay. Again, Queen of Swords. Six of Cups, Death card, trying to rebuild. And look to the federal government. They're actually trying to help you. These guys, they voted against us getting help. They voted against, and Trump wants money. This is not going to work well for them in during the elections. I'll be grateful. That's very sweet. Random thought. This channel should be called Moments of Sanity. Thank you. All right. So at 106. 06. That's it. Eileen had a question. I'm guessing you meant DOJ. It says FOJ, but I'm guessing you meant DOJ. Will the DOJ be successful in getting Cannon taken off as judge of Trump's petition in the document seizures? Will the 11th Circuit take everything away from her? So how much is Judge Loose Cannon going to lose? Is she going to be out on the Trump stuff, or is she going to be shown the door, basically, eventually? Loose Cannon. She's heavily, it just feels like she's taking orders from the Federalist Society. I mean, she is a true believer. Knight of Cups. That's the DOJ. That's the lawyers coming who are trying to get justice coming forward. Six of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Trump was on a fast track to getting his legal rear end handed to him, and she knocked some of that off course. DOJ is fighting hard, but she's just gonna stick in there as long as she can, like a tick. I don't know, Ricky. I would ask Google, when are the loans that Trump has to pay due? I don't know right on hand. Trillium Tarot is saying from the wiki page, Cannon's been a member of the Federalist Society since 2005. Exactly. So the energy is her just sticking in as hard as she can, but Nine of her okay, she's going to have some more rulings, and they're just going to be as batty, put it that way, as batty as you'd think. Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands. He's a thief. Trump is a thief. We know that. She's going to hold on as long as she can. That's what I'm getting. She's just dug in. So, I mean, she's got to let go at some point, but Six of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Eight of... Yeah, even when things are starting to get away from her, she's gonna hold in It's like an evil Folgers commercial. Evil to the last drop. Ugh. Okay. All right. So where am I? Let me just double check. All right, so I have actually done 13 questions. So I'm actually going to call it for the day. I've been on for more than an hour and I've done 13 questions. So that is going to do it for me for today. Thank you so much. And again, I apologize for being so late today. But at 4 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel to do Creative Sprints. You're always welcome. And this evening, I better check my... hang on, I better check my email. What time is that this evening? No, that's not it. Hang on just a second. Okay. I will be on from 7:30 Central Time this evening, 7:30 to 8 p.m. This evening on Sienna Rose's channel. So I will see you there, I imagine. Congratulate Lena and Sienna. Thank you, Lucky Girl, for the link. So that's gonna so yeah. You got me all day, you lucky devil. Anyway, I'm kidding. All right, hang in there. That's a reference to a video game from the mid 90s. Anyway, have a great day. Hang in there. You're not alone. We are in this together. Apparently all day, and I'll be back here tomorrow. Same boo boo time, same boo boo channel and Alfie. So take care. See you later.